Wow. That even the trailer is just wow. The masterpiece we never knew we needed.
The masterpiece we never knew we needed, Titi. On the couch right here is one of the stars of the Inside Life series, Chioma Omeruah. She is a master of ceremonies. She's a singer, TV host, actor, and comedian.
Yes, so for over a decade plus, she's explored many talents in the industry. She's a polyglot, right? Polyglot.
And she's a polymath as well, because I mean, she can also do so many other things.
Yes.
Listen,
honestly.
English is English.
Yes, so Chigul, it's great to have you back on the show.
It's been a minute, right?
Oh, it has.
I'm always here promoting something I've done. Like, I'm always, you know, I feel like I should come and work here now. Like,
please do. We'll give you an office.
You know, it's really hard to, I think you're incredible, by the way. I think you're incredible. How you're able to, you know, maintain this accent, yet still be able to switch in between different accents. You know, you do the Igbo one really well, other than the fact that, well, you're Igbo.
Yeah.
You do the Yoruba one well. Yeah. I mean, you just switch, and you know how to speak so many languages as well.
Yes, we try. I mean, I speak Igbo, Hausa, French, Spanish, and of course English. Wow. And I've dabbled in about 6 or 7 others.
Wow.
I started learning, at the time I was actually doing 6 languages in school, in college, in the US at the time. So I just, and now, and it's weird, I was just talking about it to one of the guests outside, how as a child, watching like a show, watching TV, I could cram like the intro, like the beginning montage of a show. But mathematics in class, 0%. Nothing for me in the school. But I realize now that, okay, maybe that was the way I learned, you know, and then I like languages. I've always been interested in them. I'm even, right now, I'm doing, using Duolingo to polish my Spanish and Portuguese, and doing some music and Italian.
Amazing. Yeah.
Beautiful.
You know, I know we have to talk about Inside Life now. There's so much. In terms of cinematography, screenplay, the cast, the lighting, the music.
Oh my God.
It's definitely a masterpiece. I want to find out from you what it was like being on a set with such a perfectionist like Clarence.
Yes, Clarence is he. I like to call him an enigma, I guess, because Clarence does not function. I don't want to say not normal, but his level of when it comes to just his eye for detail and just how deep he wants, like when he wants something represented to the public, his work. So there's a level of, there's a depth he wants you to go to, and I wasn't necessarily even sure about. I was like, why? I don't know why of all the people he sought to say, come and do this, it's me.
I think you were perfect for that role, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think you were perfect for it.
Let's let people know what the role is all about.
Yes, so go ahead.
So I play Adobe. She's wife to her husband, Oga Chim. Hello, who in I don't want to give it all away, but so you can see that if you've watched it, she has no child of her own. A first child has come from outside.
Okay.
She's raised that one to a certain level, and then one day she opens the door and here's a second child.
Wow.
So, and I think it looks like for me, when I first watched it on the 11th that day, and I realized, oh wow, this may have just pushed her over the edge. So she's she's such a monster. Like she's evil. She's evil. And but it took so much for me to even play that. It was gritty. It was dark. It was heavy. I was like, Clarence, why now? Why so heavy? But it was really a lot for me to get into, and I'm glad I was able to sort of like chew that and just try and eat it up and make myself.
So it took you away from the comedic roles.
I ran from the comedy.
Yeah,
I think it actually showed your range as an actress. Yeah. It actually really did, because that was the first time we were seeing you thrown into a character. Yeah. That would never ever thought that you could, play, and you did it so well.
Thank you so much.
But I would like to know what was going on in your mind, because I watched the series Inside Life, and I saw that every character sold the dream, which was Clarence's dream. You could see the intentionality with, portraying for every character.
Yeah.
So what was the mental work it took for you, also in articulating Clarence's dream, in living that dream, which was your character?
Clarence was with, the thing about Clarence is with us.
On set.
On set, in set, by the set, in the set. So from getting there in the morning and then, you get this brief about what he wants you to do in every scene, how he wants you to play it. And even you, because like I said, Clarence he's anal about certain things. So there are certain times you'll be like, almost like the way we do things, which is always in a rush and in a hurry.
Yeah.
But Clarence would make you do this scene
over and over.
And you're like, why?
Was it not good?
Lord, was I not okay that last time?
No.
But he even the way he wants your fingers a certain way, he wants your mouth a certain way, he wants your look a certain way, he wants you to emote a certain way. Pull back, go forward. So he's giving you those directions even for you as a character. So he was very hands-on. Like Clarence was like he birthed this project and he saw that process of the birthing of it all the way to the end, all the way through. So I think with all of us, and I think all of the actors would agree, that he was a really good guide in just making sure that you brought out what needed to be brought out of you as that character.
Yeah. So, can I take this one?
Yeah.
You know why? Because I kind of feel like it felt like it was supposed to be a movie that eventually elongated into it because it was too much for just one movie. That's what it kind of felt like. Every single episode was feature length. It felt like each episode was a movie in itself. The responses from fans, people that have watched it, let's talk a bit about those.
Very, I'm also a fan as
Okay.
well. So because I watch everything from, automatically when I was like, okay, this series is out, I'm going to go see episode 5 and just see what I did, just because of nervousness of wanting to watch myself. But I to the end. And first of all the other actors in it, Meg and Gabriel and Chigul and everybody inside, and the young ladies, and I got to see everybody in their element at the prime and just doing amazing things. And I was like, okay, that's why you're an actor. Okay, I see. That's why you love this craft so much, because I can see this in what you're doing. And
so you know what? Let's hold that thought. Let's take the trailer again. Let's take the trailer again so we can give people a taste of what we're talking about. It's gritty.
It is really gritty. So much gore in that. Let's talk a little bit about some of the debates that has gone on in the movie industry, and that has to do with the risk of using new faces in a movie project, right? A lot of film producers or filmmakers are usually very skeptical about using film because of the sellability of the movie. But inside life, a lot of new faces were used. Their characters were beautifully represented and depicted. Everyone played a phenomenal role. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, because you were also in the project as well.
I think Clarence, this all boils down to Clarence as a director and just as a person. I think he had an idea of what he wanted. And I think he did a really good job of looking through people and faces of who could do what, when, why. I'm sure he did auditions and this. So you could just tell that he knew, and he was like, and Clarence is a risk taker. He takes risks. That's what he does. As a person, as a music director, he's always taking risks. And I think this was a risk that paid off because the actors are phenomenal. Like some I was like, some of them I don't know. The ones I've worked with that I got to know. I was like, even these little girls, I was like,
he's literally made stars.
Where these children been at? Where the kids been? So it's and I'm so glad that he did this, and I just pray that it's just going to keep going and going and going, and that the new faces. I always believe that when it's your time, it's your time.
Oh yes.
Sure.
And for me, what I believe is that this is a launching pad for a lot of actors.
Very true.
So people will now be looking for them. And that's the joy we get of seeing the younger ones come up as well. So let's all get up together.
Yes, indeed.
It was such a beautiful. I mean, it was lovely having you, right?
Always.
I said, they need to hire me. Listen, I need to come work for TVC. Not the morning, because I'm not that early.
No,
give me an afternoon show. Like 1 o'clock.
The best thing about the breakfast show is their
food.
breakfast.
I know.
So let's head over there.
I'm looking at the kitchen from here. Like,
Yeah, don't worry.
what they got over there?
Let's
Okra soup.
Let's go.
This morning.
Yes.
Okay. I just got the food there.